Hello, welcome to the United Man. My name is Shane. This is the latest on Man United transfer news. Now, is it time to get excited about Bruno Fernandes?
The mic, making sure productive tight.
Okay, so it's all kicking off now with regards to Bruno Fernandes. You probably would have seen some news by now with relation to that. There's a load of sources now reporting that a deal's been agreed for Bruno Fernandes, and the fact that he is pretty much expected to do a deal. So let's undress it now and see how far we can get. Starting with Correo Demana TV, they are saying that there is a deal in place for 55 million and plus add-ons of 25 mil, which is basically expected to complete an agreed deal between Sporting and Manchester United. Closely followed by Record, who are saying the deal is practically done. Now, they're reporting the same figures of 55 mil up front, followed by 10 million in realistic bonuses and also 15 million in bonuses that are a little bit more harder to achieve, which include winning the Ballon d'Or and or Premier League. As I said already, we've got a lot of Portuguese news breaking at the same time. You've got TVR24 who's saying basically the deal should be concluded today. So whether that means the fees agreed and they're expecting him to fly over to Manchester United, or that there's representatives in Portugal at the moment, I don't know. But basically they're saying the deal's done as well. Following from that, you got Diario de Noticias, Ebola and Ojogo, all saying the same things, where they're saying that basically the player is expected in Manchester tomorrow. The deal is expected to be completed today, and they're all saying the same thing. They're all singing from the same hymn sheet, so to speak. So what does that actually mean? Well, what it means is that there is motion, and the fact that Sky Sports have jumped on it as well and put their stamp on it, saying that clearly there's a deal to be completed in the next few hours. And they're basically been echoing what the Portuguese media have been stating. That's just basically hit the news now. So ultimately, it's seeming like there's some traction. I have maintained that I believe the deal would get done, and it's a matter of when and not if the deal was to be done. A couple of reasons, really. I believe it was, one of the main reasons, obviously, Ollie's said he wants that transfer done. One of the big reasons is because, now stick with me on this one, I believe Woodward, he'd be coming under way too much fire if he didn't get this deal done. And if we didn't sign anyone in January whatsoever, I think his head would be on the chopping block. Now, with protests rife in regards to basically calls for Woodward's head, obviously to be taken out of United altogether. So yeah, as I say, for Woodward, it's not looking good. It would have looked even more dire for him if there wasn't any deals done in the transfer window. Now, I know Ollie's come out and said that he's, we're looking at between 1 and 3 deals to do in the January transfer window. That being said, at this moment, there isn't any deals done right now, and we're sitting with just a few days left of the transfer window. Now, with all that in mind, we have to understand how we've actually got to this point. The fact that Bruno has agreed terms some weeks ago now, when it broke in sort of like the first to second week of January. Now, obviously, it's rumbled on. Obviously, Man United or Woodward have been trying to take advantage of Sporting Lisbon's financial difficulties at the moment. And obviously Sporting Lisbon have been trying to take advantage of Manchester United's need for a creative midfielder. Now, I'd say this is as close to set in stone as you're going to get without the transfer being on the yellow ticker line on the main sports channels. Now, that's what I believe comes next. As I said before, I believed it was a case of when and not if the deal got done. We seem to be at a junction now where all these Portuguese sources, that's Correo de Mana, Record, TVR24, Diario de Noticias, Ebola, Ojogo and Sky Sports, all saying the deal is done or is imminent. As I said before, this looks like it's time to get excited. I know there was whispers about Barcelona coming in and nicking him off us, basically, which obviously Sky Sports have brought to the attention that, you know, there's a deal been reached, and it looks like it's between, well, for the player to decide which club he chooses. They also went on to say, though, that if Barcelona were to sign him, they'd look at loaning him out to Valencia, which makes no sense to buy a player like that to then loan him out. Barcelona are not in need of any players in that position, which is why I believe that's a bit of a fallacy and that's a bit of a non-starter in terms of story, and someone's just trying to get a few clicks. So as we stand right this second, as I said, the deal isn't fully completed yet, but this is as close you're going to get to having everything signed on a dotted line and him standing there with his Manchester United jersey next to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I believe that's what's to follow next. So this was just a quick update on where we are with that transfer. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I shall see you on the next one. Take care.